He just got bit by a wolf, and his uncle rat got bit, but he didn't get hit, and neither did the kid. Stars breathing fire into the air, and her as he's with his friends. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, but and last time we met, we found our heroes traveling in a lost forest. I'm sorry. Good evening. Welcome to Harbingers of Hope. When last we were here, our heroes found themselves in a maze with deadly wolves in the middle of this maze. Our heroes were able to drive them off for the moment. Now, them, along with their guide, are trying to find their way to a living tree and hopefully answers for the dying vegetation. We bring you now to that forest. Our story joined in progress.
I guess we follows X.
Our soldiers with us, by the way. I didn't get to ask last time.
Yes, you did. And the answer is yes.
Okay, so we have a pretty long march in order.
I just lead the charge. Don't actually follow me.
We'll assume that since it's pretty narrow, I'll let you drag your soldiers on if you guys get into a fight. But we'll assume that your units are walking next to you or behind you for now. Let's just assume your units are with you because I know that's a lot of people to drag around this little maze.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, I believe you guys were healed last time. Oh shit, I forgot that doesn't work.
Oh yeah, we were.
Pay no attention to those weird numbers and attacks that you see. It's totally not a test of anything, so you don't have any reason to be worried at all. It's totally cool, guys. Nothing's going to happen, and everything's okay. So let me see if I got this right. It looks like you guys got back 17 HP back from whatever you lost. I think that puts most of you in a pretty good spot, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm back up to full.
And you got hit the hardest, if I recall, right?
Probably, I usually do.
I think you ate the crit, didn't you?
That's not true. I was just trying to be a fucking victim.
No, but I believe you did eat the crit, though, right?
Maybe, I don't know. At this point, it's anybody's call.
All right, cool. Well, somebody ate the crit, and it was delicious. Um, all right. So, X, you have. Damn it! Why do I forget this young man's name every time? It sucks.
Fair enough.
All right. Wait, what was it again?
You can put his name on the nameplate if you want.
Yeah, I could. I should.
Zen, can you try to speak up a little? I'm having real trouble hearing you.
Sorry, I'm just really far away from the mic.
Holy crap, that's like ASMR incarnate.
Yeah, I'm just really far away.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm sailing away. Sorry.
It's Crab Man, right?
All right. So, are you going to ask Darnell where he believes we should go next, or are you just going to keep walking?
Yeah. Darnell, I don't want you to lead, but I also want you to lead. Like, just don't stand in front.
No problem, sir. I got you. Um, well, I mean, this isn't going to exactly sound like the greatest advice in the world, but we're going to go forward, and then we're going to go north.
All right, Darnell. With the leader.
Forward to the left or forward to the right?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I thought you could see, sir. I sometimes forget that everybody can see that well. We're going this way.
Any other surprises we should expect?
Well, sir, I know that we got the wolves, and there's plenty of them in these woods. Remember I told you about the smiling tree? Well, it's not the only. I don't know what happened, but one time I was walking, and usually, I don't get bit or anything, but all of a sudden I just got hit with a whole bunch of thorns out of nowhere. Now I'm usually real careful. I ain't walking no rose bush or anything, but these thorns just shot up out of nowhere and stabbed me. Hurt like the dickens.
Up from the ground?
I don't know, sir, just from the woods themselves. Kind of like from the bushes. Can't really explain it. It's just like, I don't know. You ever see like sometimes you got the magical type of porcupines? You got your regular porcupines that just turn up into a ball and they kind of just have spikes on them. And then you got your other types of porcupines that like run really, really, really fast. And then you got the third type of porcupines that all get together and they form like a giant ball and they roll down the street and eat people. Well, this is like the porcupines that shoot arrows.
Uh, they shoot arrows. Do they have bows?
I mean, just like shooting spikes. But
Oh,
only thing was, I ain't seen no porcupine.
you didn't see a porcupine.
No,
So,
sir.
did the spikes shoot, or did they just stick out?
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't walking. I heard a little bit of whistling. Like a real quick whistle, and then I got shot with a spike. Now it could be like some little dudes with blowguns. I ain't seen no kobolds around here, but it could be kobolds. I don't know. Maybe somebody got some, little spit whistles where they shoot little needles at you, or maybe they are evil porcupines.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll keep an eye out.
Yes, sir. We will keep an eye out for evil porcupines.
I'll roll another stealth check just because probably broke after we got hit or attacked.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Plus 10 still, by the way.
Okay, cool. So that is for everybody. So if everyone else wants to roll a stealth check and add 10 to it. Did you cast that spell? I just didn't remember you casting it.
I did.
Okay, I believe you. I mean, considering how many times I cast that, I think my whole life was Pass Without a Trace, Hunter's Mark, and eventually it became Spike Growth too. Whenever we got into deep shit, I love Spike Growth.
Hey, spike growth.
It doesn't even seem like it's that powerful, but damn, Spike Growth is awesome. Just to kind of make the enemies go where you want them to go. I love that spell. So, kids, if you're out there, you look at Spike Growth, you say, "What do I care about a little 20-foot thing? 2d4, that doesn't hurt." Oh, it hurts enough. And honestly, it makes it so that the enemies can't just come on you up in a beeline. Gives you a lot of options for controlling the ground. So, Spike Growth is awesome. Don't listen to people who tell you that Rangers suck. They suck.
Love Rangers. I think you're in front of me there, Dar.
Yeah, my mouse is acting up. It isn't clicking properly. I don't know.
Unless you're like a fan of the Islanders, no one should say the Rangers suck. But don't. That's a joke that exactly one person in this group gets.
Yes, it's true. 94. Over my team. I'm a big Mark Messier fan.
All right. Is your light still working, Zen?
No.
Mine is.
Hmm.
You can set the map. You can set it on the map options to advanced fog and war.
So if I said to get the lead, if I said that to 60 feet, that would be pretty huge, actually. So
Yeah, I think it's all at 60 feet.
Alright.
Ghost pipe. That's right.
Alright, how about now?
No, nothing still.
That must be it. You didn't have it. I didn't have it clicked on have sight somehow. How about now?
Negative.
I think in fog of war trumps that. So if you still have fog of war applied there, he may not be able to see.
It worked last time though, right? Alright.
Some they just have to restart or refresh or whatever.
Oh no, I think you just have to clear the fog. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do it that way. That's easy. Alright. So, you can see now, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. So as you see, an area comes that moves you to the north. You guys keep walking. Go ahead and give me perception checks, everyone. While you guys are doing that, you see yourself kind of, you see a whole bunch of trees. You guys are literally still surrounded by trees in the middle of this forest. Um, what you see as you do, you come to a kind of a wall of trees that you can't move through anymore. And you see to your right, the passage goes down a little bit further. Looking down the passage, you can see there are openings that go straight forward, an opening to what would be your left hand side, and an opening to your right hand side.
It's up to their now, I guess, since I don't know where I'm going.
I gave you guys control of him? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So, well, go and talk to him.
They're now?
Well, sir, if we go to that left hand side, I know sometimes it gets a little bit more dangerous, but that'll lead the right way. Or we could go south too. Either way leads to the right way, will lead to that big old tree, but the way south is a whole lot longer, and the way north is a little bit quicker, but I don't know. Sometimes I get a weird feeling over there. Like, I hear whispers. I hear kind of people whispering real angry to each other. That type of thing. I ain't never seen nobody though.
Are those the whispers?
Oh, you heard Law and Order in the background. Okay.
Up to you, man. Because honestly, like this forest, I'm lost.
All right, so it's up to you guys. Basically, what Darnell's saying is the way north is probably quicker. The way south is definitely longer. But he's heard like whispering voices.
North is dangerous, south is longer.
So I got one vote north and one vote south.
No, that wasn't a vote. I'm just saying. Yeah, fuck north for sure. I don't mean to fuck north, but yeah, we'll go north. Yeah. Or at least I will. I go just north.
Okay, so that's 2 for north. I just realized this is a 4-person vote. Damn.
So that's like 4 north, 2 people.
Yeah, there's 4 of you
For
vote,
north.
and 2 people have voted for north. And then I realized, hey, Mike, this is a 4-person vote.
Okay. Yeah.
I from north. Okay, go north. Say I. I.
Yeah, we're going north.
All right, cool.
What do you sense, X?
Honestly, the last time I heard whispers was when we passed through that small grove, I guess.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
What happened?
Um, flashbacks. Flashbacks.
Oh yeah, right. You guys did have one time you heard whispers, and I believe you ended up getting whispers of flashbacks and somebody trying to scare you. I forgot about
Okay, so like maybe ghosts from whispers. I don't know about flashbacks, but anyway, who cares? Let's just do it. But do you sense like maybe like a favorite enemy or something of the like?
You
Hmm.
guys want to spend a minute here?
that. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your favorite enemies, by the way?
Just humanoids right now.
Okay. Here's what you sense. It doesn't necessarily feel like there are. It feels like there are definitely humanoids within a mile, right? Um, but you're not like hearing them, and you're not like sensing tracks or smelling them per se, which makes you believe that there's a slight possibility that they're either far away in a cave, possibly hidden some other way. Um, I will tell you this. Give me an insight check with advantage. All right. It's kind of ironic that you find yourself saying something about flashbacks because for about a brief 2 seconds, you see the image of a cage and a fist coming at your face.
I blow a little air out my nose.
So Darnell walks up a little bit. He bends down. He holds his right palm out at you guys in that kind of hold on, step up slow motion. He turns to X and says, "All right, so like I said, sometimes I hear little voices over here, but like I said, I ain't never seen nothing. Um, as you can see, we got those big trees over there. We can walk around them, we can walk through them, not going to block our way or anything. But, just personally, I've hidden behind them before. So maybe it's a good idea to hide behind them if you ever need to. But you guys don't look much like the hiding type, but I am.
I'm actually the hiding type.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. I'm glad you are. Um, I know there's some kobolds where lived here, like probably about 10 years ago. So you might want to be careful. They might still have some old pit traps left over, but I can't be certain. I don't think so. I never stepped on a pit trap.
Darnell, how old are you?
I am 15 years old, sir.
You started walking around in this forest when you were 5?
No, 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 no. I wasn't walking around. I just know that the kobolds were there 10 years ago.
Oh,
That's what the
okay.
big kids told me.
Alright.
Does Marduk have dark vision? Marduk the crow.
Shit. It should say on there.
Where would that be? Like in the first little armor class.
If you look on his stats, it'll have a thing for dark vision if he has it. Hold on.
I don't think he does.
I'll keep an eye out for traps then.
It wouldn't even matter anyway because although it is overcast and It's not quite dark yet. However, it's not nighttime yet. There's still some speckles of sunlight coming through. Not a whole lot, but the real problem here is not being able to see because of how dense the forest is.
Okay.
Guess we keep going.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So, oh wow. All right. So you said you were searching for traps. Um, while you do that, um, let me see.
What's this thing?
I don't know.
Seems important.
Does anyone want to investigate that thing?
Yes. I pull up my magnifying glass.
Okay. You do pull out your magnifying glass. You look at the end. You look at it, and what you see looks like a pressure plate.
A pressure plate?
Yes.
Looks like a pressure plate, boys.
Huh.
With that, Zunkara presses the pressure plate. You guys hear a click, and you hear a grinding sound that comes from here.
Hiding behind this plant.
All right. X, give me a. You can give me a perception check or a nature check, your choice. You smell a old familiar scent. It smells something like poison, and in addition to smelling something like poison, you also hear the grinding sound and the clicking of a loaded multi crossbow.
Don't breathe and duck, just in case.
Okay. I'm going to get
All
down on the
right,
ground.
cocoon. Up rises a giant crossbow filled with bolts. It starts to spin, and all right, it starts to spin, and it shoots off 20 shots.
Wow.
It shoots off 10 shots. Okay, so I heard one person say they were hiding behind something.
Yeah, I was hiding behind this tree.
Okay, so with one being Door and four being Hermeji, we go with the first shot. Actually, let me think about this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. So still 1, 2, and 3 being Dar or one of his two soldiers. 4, 5, and 6 being X or one of his two. You get it, right?
Well, sorry.
Yeah,
One.
yeah.
I'm sorry. 1 through 3 being Dar and his soldiers. 4, 5, and 6 being X and his soldiers. 7, 8, and 9 being Zunkarat and his soldiers. Um, 10, 11, and 12 being Kermeji and his soldiers.
Okay.
All right, X, Dark, you're 1 through 3. X, you're 4 through 6. Sankarat, you're 7 through 9. And Hermeji, you're 10 through 12. All right, so the first one is a 22 for a number 3. So that would be one of your rogues.
Her? For me, I have bards.
Yeah, what?
Bards.
Okay, well, it's still for you. One of your soldiers.
Alright, so what I will have there. Oh, man, this mouse is. Okay, just give me a second. Alright.
Alright, so the rest of the bullets all kind of hit into the trees harmlessly. Most of you guys are pretty good at getting away. The next one comes after like the next, I think, 5 minutes. And that one's going to hit. That one's going to hit Zunkarat. Wait, where did you get a shield of missile attraction?
You gave it to me.
When did I give you a shield of missile attraction?
That came from specs. That was back when. That was back a little after the flashback thing.
Okay, cool. I forgot I gave you a shield of missile attraction.
Yeah, I think you gave everyone something.
Yeah, I thought I gave you a ring that stole people's hit points and stored it for healing.
No, this was a different time. Like this was around the time when you gave. I think you gave X some special arrows, and you give like everyone some little weapon.
Oh, all right, cool.
So just now I need to do a save. I think.
No, because I believe that gives you +2 to your AC, and you're already at 20, so that would be 22, wouldn't it?
I'm at 19.
Oh, okay, so that puts you at 21.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I do have resistance, so I do take 5 piercing damage, and I do a con save.
You have resistance to poison?
No, I do a con save to figure out if I am poisoned.
Yeah, but you said you have resistance. What do you have resistance to?
Because of the shield of missile attraction, it gives me resistance to piercing damage.
Ah, okay.
Con save, con save, con save. Did it click? 7.
Alright, so all that means, alright, so what was the number for the con save? The number was 14, right?
13, yeah, but I didn't make it.
Right, no, but the important thing is the target must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the target is also unconscious while poisoned this way. So that means that you missed that by 6, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. So you are unconscious. You're still alive, you still have your hit points, and anybody could wake you up if somebody heals you. That would, any magical healing would get rid of the poison, but for right now you are unconscious.
Or if they're just shaken awake by the looks of it.
My soldiers will raise me.
Alright, so Zonkarat, you did make your saving throw. Does 15 hit anybody?
I don't think so. Might hit Hork. Hork's armor class is 14.
Alright, then we'll see if he gets hit.
He's asleep.
Alright, so that's door. That's not going to hit him anyway because he still has his armor class. So one just kind of bounces like off of his armor. Yeah, he's prone, so technically it'd be a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter anyway because he'll get even pierce his armor class. Oh, that's a 15. This is a 25, so we're gonna roll that 5 damage. That's what hits. Zunker. The 15 just bounced off of there. Somebody's looking at this crit. Let's see if there's nobody. All right, 10. So is that Pork or Elliot?
I think it's Ilya.
That's you.
Oh wait, that's you.
No, I'm 9. Am
Oh, he's hidden.
I? No. That's
Nope, you're 10. You're this medic.
okay. And it hits no matter what because it's crit, right?
That's correct.
Alright. Give it to me. I need a constitution.
Yeah.
And Dar's unconscious.
Dar is unconscious until his soldiers get him up. Yes. Did you roll your constitution?
Yeah, 12.
12. Okay. You get poisoned, but you are still standing. Alright, so the last one is a 20. We will roll that because that can hit somebody. Two. So, does 20 hit one of your bards there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have to be conscious to use your missile attraction shield?
It's let me check.
While holding the shield, you have resistance. I'll allow that to come to you, and I'll allow that to still work, because I'm assuming your soldiers got right on to trying to revive you when you said your soldiers were trying to revive you.
Yeah,
Do
they'd
they
be
have
next to
any
me.
type
So
of
like
magical healing?
once they're within 10 feet.
Okay. Do they have any type of healing powers or magical healing?
No, they just need to get me a week, right?
Yes. The only issue is the poison, I believe. Oh wait, that's disease that does that. You can still be healed normally. Shit, now I gotta look up the poison does. I forgot. Yeah, so they got you up. That shield of missile attraction. You suck up that last missile. Nobody gets hurt.
What's the okay, right?
All right. So, after it spins around, it quickly shoots back down into the hole. Um, it quickly shoots back down into the hole. Now, you guys hear the clicking and whirring again. Um, but this time, before the thing comes back up, because it kind of comes down like an elevator. So before it does happen, you hear a slight hiss come up and some black smoke start to rise from the hole.
We need to get out of here, boys.
Yeah, I'm heading up in by Zen.
I am
Smoke, right? Nah, I don't think I want to deal with magical darkness. I knew it.
Oh, it did work. Okay. Yeah, magical darkness starts to fill the area.
Okay, I want to go north.
All right, you guys are running north.
Well, as soon as we see what's north. Let's see, I'm going to run right into that wall.
So I assume like by now I would have been raised, or is this like a
Oh yeah,
tuning
yeah,
thing?
yeah. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
We
You're
had to
all
stay
raised.
up there.
Yeah, like I told you, when you did the shield of missile attraction, you were already raised. That's why they woke you up just in. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll actually describe it because this is actually pretty cool. So there's a bolt coming right towards the back of the neck
Mm-hmm.
of one of your guards. He manages to get a slap across your face just in time for you to wake up. You open your eyes, you see a smile on his face, but he's a little shocked when you push him to the ground because he doesn't understand why you just pushed you. He's like, "Boss, I was only trying to help you." You hurry up, you rise up, you hold up your shield of missile attraction, and instead of hitting him in the neck, it turns and veers exactly to the left and bounces harmlessly off your shield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool. All right. So like the way is clear for me to just catch up to these guys.
You can see them.
Yeah, there are other pressure plates, but you know what they are now because you already saw what that one was.
Yeah.
But yes, you're absolutely allowed to walk through those trees.
Where is
And
yeah.
all right, cool. Zunkrat, you're doing the same thing. So as you look back, you see magical darkness start to fill up behind you. Sankarak, give me a perception check. All right. Zunkarat, you don't pay much attention, but you could swear you saw something white kind of bouncing behind you out of the magical darkness and then kind of peek back down. Um, Anybody else have perception? Actually,
I
Dar,
think
you might
X
have been able to
does.
see this too.
Too far ahead.
Dar, you might have
Um.
been able to see this
Who
too.
else is there, Darren?
Yeah. I'll try.
Where did we go?
Perception.
Everything just
Cool.
turned black.
All right. So, Dar, right
Mm-hmm.
before the darkness comes all the way up, you see a charcoal black face and white hair. And then you see this thing suddenly duck back down as it pushes the crossbows up. Um, you see the big giant crossbow thing come back up again, and you realize that the whirring starting, and this thing is about to shoot again.
Yeah. I'm just gonna yell incoming. Take cover.
Do you tell X what you thought you saw, by the way?
Well, it's gonna shoot now. Like, do I have time to describe it, or do I just like want?
Oh, that's up to you.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say incoming, and hopefully he'd real know. Well, another salvo is incoming. I think it's just like yeah.
Yeah, I would have dropped prone too.
All right, so the arrows do shoot, and they would still be able to shoot along this path. So I'm guessing you guys are running so that you can get to either of the woods, either on this side or this side, so you can get out of a path of arrows.
Yeah. Well, I think Zonk dropped prone. I did the same.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. So I don't think we're like running.
They are going. They are shooting at waist level, um, and right now it's mechanized. As you guys are dropping prone, you need to keep crawling because the guy who, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a guy. It looks like the crossbow itself is starting to arc downwards to see if it can try to get a shot at you guys while you're dropping prone. So get a move on.
Yeah. Well, this is 5 feet, right?
Yeah,
Units.
yeah,
So
yeah,
so.
yeah. It's pretty bleep and easy. You
Yeah.
guys can make that with no problem. But you just gotta fucking hustle.
All right. Well, I'm out of line of sight there. Nice.
Remechi, what happened to you? Where are you?
I'm trying to get back. Give me a sec.
Okay. All right, Zunkarat, if you can hear me, yeah, get a move on. There we go. So as Zunkarat gets ready, so as Zunkarat makes his last burst forward, one last arrow. And does that miss Zunkarat? Actually, I'll do that at disadvantage. All right, that misses, right? Cool. So yeah, basically Indiana Jones style. You're crawling away. You start to turn around. One last arrow kind of goes past, knocks some of the fur off of your ankle, and shoots harmlessly into the wall of trees next to you. All right, so you guys have a brief reprieve. Um, so like I said, um, Dark, exactly. So Dark, you thought you saw kind of a ashen black face and some ashen black skin and white hair.
Alright, I would describe it. I'd probably describe it specifically to Himeji because I guess he might be someone who would know
Uh,
this. Like, when you have
ev-
wizard training, right? But I mean, I'm
yes,
telling everyone, so.
everything is totally dark, and I can't see where anybody is, including myself.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to drag you back on. I'm thinking that it did that thing where it made your character fly off the hammer.
Hmm.
Yeah, just give me a shift click so I know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I can't see anything.
Yeah, because I'll just drag you back. All right, you can see now, right?
No. Nope.
Okay, so you're all the way north, um, on the northwest part of the map.
Okay.
Did we hear any whispers, by the way, or not yet?
Oh, sorry. You did hear someone speaking, and give me a perception check.
Everyone?
You heard someone speaking in Elvish, but not like normal happy Elvish. Some type of dark, angry Elvish.
Okay.
Do any of you guys recognize the Ashen creature?
Not a clue.
All right, so
Let me
I
think
am
about it.
sending a
Figure
direct
history.
message. I'm sending a direct message to somebody right now in Discord.
Can I history check it?
All right, so I sent one person a direct message. I'm sending somebody else one too.
That's just killing me.
As long as you wanna got the message.
All right, some people got messages. You may do with that information as you please. So you guys are breathing heavily, I assume, because you kind of just got out of a really messed up situation. Uh, Everything seems quiet to the south now. You don't have a clue, what that just was. You all know it was an ancient trap. You sure as hell don't know what was up with that darkness coming up, but the little darkness fog is still kind of sitting there. Really, all it does is make a place that was barely visible even less visible. So, it is what it is. All right. So let's see. Or is that for you or? Oh wait, you're the only one who got poisoned, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I think Hermeji got poisoned too, but you're taking the poison out of yourself. Correct.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Oh.
he didn't get knocked unconscious because he didn't miss it by that much, but he missed it by one.
Oh, here you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
All right, cool. So that means nobody needs to worry about the effects of poison because I didn't open my book yet. All right. So Darnell is telling you guys that if you go forward a little bit, you guys will be able to go south and make your way, towards the exit. He says that this way, this way is a dead end.
Was it a dead end the last time you were here, or is it always a dead end?
I'm sorry, sir. It was a dead end the last time I was here. I mean, yeah, you're right. Sometimes the forest does change around, but I ain't never found anything of interest over that way. I did get shot by one of them porcupines over there before. Well, let's just say shot at. That one didn't hit me.
So which way is safer?
Um, well, I don't know about safer, sir, but at least this way I know leads to somewhere.
You guys want a dead end? Possible dead end? Or
Sorry.
the one Darnell knows best?
I did already. I mean, as
Okay,
far
Max,
as
did you
ability,
actually use chill touch, or were you just seeing if a power worked?
no, I clicked. I meant to click on like the prepare button, and I just missed it.
Got you. I thought you were trying to scare Zunker Rap out, like having a little tap him on the shoulder while you were in the Lost Woods.
No. I don't even like. I can't see anything, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. You guys are gonna have to drag me along.
Oh yeah, Onyx, you should probably see if you can help that.
Wait, help what? What's going? Oh, you still can't see?
No.
Must be because. Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. That's weird.
Oh yeah, well, as you were saying, Zen, I don't really want to go down a dead end unless like you think there may be something down there.
Um, yeah, what was the deal with the dead end?
Darnell said
Um,
it was last time he was here it was, but the forest keeps changing.
And, well, I mean, yeah, I agree with some. I mean, we might as well check it out. If it's a dead end, then we'll just come back. If it's not, then maybe there's treasure. There I am.
Oh, cool.
It's a
can you
torch.
see now?
I can see the torch. Yes,
Can you see yourself next to the torch?
yes.
And you just answered my third question.
What happened?
And no one shall ever know what that third question was.
Can you move it?
You don't know that was going to be my third question.
That was kind of where it was going. But anyways,
Okay.
Can your crotch withstand the heat of a torch?
So the dead end is to the south?
Well, both halves are to the south. You can see this right here is an obvious dead end. Oh, I'm sorry. I did
Yeah.
lie. There is a path to the north.
I can't see over there. I can like see to here and like a little bit to here. Anyway,
Instead of giving him a torch, you probably could have put light on his familiar. But anyway, that's
yeah, whatever. Why? So there's just it's just not working for light for me.
hmm.
Yeah, but his familiar doesn't have a dark vision. Right?
Yeah, no, that's right. It's better.
All right, you should be able to see now.
All right, get moving there now.
Oh wait, and you guys didn't ask about the northern path.
Yeah, what's up with the northern path?
I don't know, sir. I never went up the northern path.
Okay.
if
So
anything, yeah, just go where you know where to go.
yeah, well, I thought we were going to the dead end.
I think this is it.
It's an adventure, right?
Oh, you guys do want to go to the dead end? I'm sorry. Roll 20's being slow for me today. Must be because this is a big.
I'll go by myself if you guys want, unless you all want to go.
Well, I think Zuck and I want to go and check out the dead end.
Oh, I only just got that.
All right, cool. Well, bring us back over there. You can go to the dead. All right. If you guys don't mind, you can come down south. You can see this whole area, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Can I investigate the dead end?
I'll be on
Absolutely.
guard duty.
All right. You see one of the thorns that that Cornell was talking about. It's just kind of sitting there on the ground. But you don't see any porcupines, and you shout back to X if he sees anything like porcupine traps. Or you may, if you choose. Shout back to X to see if he sees anything like porcupine trap.
Okay. Yes. X, do you see any tracks that look like porcupine tracks? Um, so there are quote unquote porcupine quills on the ground.
You don't think so. And when you show it to X, he says there aren't any porcupine tracks. Or he shakes his head no, because it doesn't look like porcupine tracks.
Okay.
And this
So,
actually looks like a plant type of thorn.
okay. Is it loose on the ground?
Oh, yeah, it's just on the ground.
Okay. I want to summon pincers and a little bag or a jar and put it in the jar as Exhibit A.
Absolutely. You do just that. The camera pans in on the thorn. You do 360 of you as you hold the bag in the air and kind of spin around while you're staring at it. While you're doing that, you see a whole bunch of plants flash before you, from rose bushes to other things that have thorns on them that aren't rose bushes. I'm not a horticulturalist. Um,
Thorn bushes,
yeah, wild thorn berries, whatever you got. Uh,
brambles.
yeah. Nothing springs exactly to mind, but you do look down. Okay, that's a pretty good investigation. You look down, and although you don't see any plants that look familiar that would shoot this type of thorn, what you do see is an old, dried out bramble bush type of thing, and it looks like one of the thorns goes with this bramble bush, which is very much dead.
Okay. I want to take a cutting of it and put it in its own jar, and then I want to try to like look and see if it's really a dead end or if it's just some sort of fake fucking covering or something.
All right, so you're just gonna kind of touch the wall.
I'm going to investigate it.
Okay, how are you investigating?
I have a magnifying glass and a Sherlock Holmes hat.
All right, how close are you getting to this wall?
As close as I need to get. I know that's an awesome answer. I don't know, like an inch away or something.
All right, so you walk up to the wall with your magnifying glass. You point it at the magnifying glass and give me a dexterity check. Wait, I'm sorry. I mean, give me a dexterity saving throw. You may use acrobatics if you want. You dodge away just in time as a little rat kind of comes out of the bushes and runs past you. It's not like a rodent of unusual size. It's not dire. It's not poisonous or disease. It's just a rat. As a matter of fact, um, if you give me a nature check, if you want more information about what just ran past you and kind of scared you, yeah, it was definitely a rat. Totally, absolutely a rat.
X, what was that fucking thing?
So as the chipmunk runs past X, you tell people that you saw a rat,
Jesus.
but then a cute little chipmunk runs past X.
Fucking filthy
Double-
disease bags. Should be exterminated. What are they doing with fucking having rats in here anyway? Goddamn filthy beast of a place. So I come in and I show. I think. I mean, I should say I show everybody. Uh, I'll go over here and do it. I show everybody the thorn and the clippings of the tree and say, "This is the thorn. I think that Crabman was talking about. I mean, Darnell was talking about. and it looks like this is the bush that it comes from. Does this look familiar to any of you guys?
That's definitely the bush that's definitely the little boy that shot at me.
Yes, thank you, Jack.
So it was a bush. Okay.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't know it's a bush, but I do, so I accidentally said bush. Wow, I guess that was a bush. Wasn't no evil. Wow, well, I guess that was a bush. It wasn't no evil porcupine after all.
Yeah, no, it's similar though. What do you think? Actually, looks
Man,
like
Joy's gonna be real mad at me when I tell her there ain't no more evil porcupine.
who will?
Joy, your ex-wife?
You have an ex-wife?
Oh yeah. I think that's Zunk's ex-wife. He's the crab man guy.
Oh, sorry. All
Yes,
right.
I say crab man too. I should. Never mind.
All right. So X, you did a pretty high nature check. You see on the ground right near that bush, shriveled gray remains of an apple, like fruit.
And that's it.
Yeah, you see the shriveled gray remains of apple-like fruit. Um, do you want to know anything about this apple-like fruit?
Yeah, I mean, might be useful.
Okay, it is not bitten.
Let's know it's alive.
Oh no, it's not.
Or this is the one that put her in there. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it is not bitten. Not by a rat, not by a chipmunk, not by an insect. It's just dead and shriveled, but not bitten at all.
So, okay, it looks like Zunk just dug up the ground in front of the bush, or
Under.
Yeah,
around
so
the
Zunk, are
bush.
you trying to bury this apple?
No, he's checking out the bush.
Okay.
I put the apple in the jar.
Oh, okay. Um, it looks like this bush, when you look for see where the roots are, is correct, you kind of move what is supposed to be a bush, and you don't see roots at all. In fact, this will sound completely fucking crazy if you weren't tripping, but you must be. It looks like this bush has feet.
Kill it!
Oh. Tickle.
I missed.
This bush is very, very dead.
What? Okay. And what's the apple? Is that
You want to know?
Sure.
You're gonna have to investigate to find out.
Okay, I investigated.
How?
I have it jarred already, so I'm just going to take my magnifying glass and have a peek.
All right. So, like I said, you look at this apple. Um, it has not been bitten at all. From what you can tell, because it's obviously been away from where it belongs a long time, it's definitely rotting. But like I said, I don't know if you would notice this or care about this, but it's a. I hate to use the word pristine because it's rotting. I can't really use that. Let's just say there are no bite marks in it.
Is it poison? Is that its nature?
Um, how would you go about discovering if it was poison?
I don't know.
You might have some friends who might be able to help you out with that.
No. Oh, can you guys tell if something's poison?
I don't have a lot of restoration spells, so just
Don't bite it, some. Well, you can bite some of it.
Okay, so I will tell you this. When you look at it and you see that it's gray, due to your understanding of science and the fact that you are above the average for the fucking culturalist,
That's
you can
true.
tell that this apple was milky white at some point, but not like a pretty milky white, like a sickly milky white. So less porcelain doll, more powder.
More powder?
Yeah, more powder, except
Okay.
without the electric telekinetic powers.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It was all a milky white, seems to be. I don't know how that pertains to the situation, but yes. So it's not an apple, probably. It's probably some other fruit that was a disgusting milky white. Um, is it? I'm afraid it's a testicle, to be totally honest with you. So it came off of one of those plant things with the feet.
Um, it's difficult to tell. It looks like, yeah, it's difficult to tell. It doesn't look like this plant thing has like a stem type deal where an apple would have fallen off of it.
They're just dressed up, tree costumes.
Let me see. What any of you have the history for this? Has anybody here like studied like old magical curses, cursed items, or just like folklore type stuff?
Well, I mean, through the research I have into, uh, I don't know, maybe
Okay.
just check.
All right, cool, cool, cool. I like that because Hermeji, yeah, you know what? Because Hermeji and Dar are both clerics,
mhm.
I will allow both of you to do history checks at advantage.
Excellent. So, where are we? Advantage,
Dar just for kicks.
history, click. Ugh.
All right, I'll take the 24 and the 25. I need you boys to check your DM. I am slipping into your DMs.
So,
Oh, got it.
Okay, Mike, I sent one to you too.
okay.
So you guys want to keep going?
Yeah, so did you say you wanted a bite of this?
I'm gonna ask Himeji if this
Just for sake, I did not send both of you guys the same message.
yeah.
Okay. So there, there used to be this tree bush sort of thing, and we give two types of apples, fruit, and the red ones were very nutritious and had healing type properties, and the other second were white and milky and extremely poisonous. So I don't recommend you guys eating this, but I will keep it just in case.
That reminds me of a couple deals. There was a vampire. Yeah, it was like a very old story about a vampire named Goltius. They eventually got him, and the stake that they used to bring him down, it was broken up and it was, divided up amongst them. So, this is
Amongst who?
amongst his followers. So this might be signs of that. I mean, we were just attacked earlier, so maybe there's still some members of that sect around.
You think we're going to be facing vampires?
I guess we'll find out sooner or later.
Okay. Should we gear up for vampires, like spells and shit?
I think that would be wise.
Holy, so you mean when the nun said that undeath has come back here? They were talking about vampires?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that for sure. Let's just. Is this? Do you think this is safe, Darnell, to stay here for a little while? Do we recuperate some?
Uh, as soon as Darnell says that, as soon as you ask that question, you don't even need to do a perception check. You see eyes start popping up in the forest again, and you hear oh in the distance. It's not close.
I guess that's the key that we keep going.
All right, that's a good key. So he's just going to build a hobbit house. I don't know if you could fit in a hobbit house.
we haven't been hit that badly. We can go ahead for a little while.
Yeah, I think you guys only took minimal damage from the arrows if you took any at all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took some. Down to like 30 something.
Holy shit. 30.
But anyway,
30
I was
something?
38, I think. Yeah, I only had 50.
Yeah.
I've only got 45 total. I had 50 because of the aid, or the one of the things that I did.
Oh wait,
You
you
did-
guys never turned around. Did you guys turn around and adjust your HP after I told you what you should be taking?
Not yet. I'll get around to it.
Alright, remember to
What
do
does that
that.
mean?
I said before that you were either allowed to roll, and if your roll was beneath the average, you could just take the average. So at the very least, you should be taking the average HP increase upon leveling.
Yeah, but I've got two of the lower ones.
Oh right, you have like a fucking 6, don't you? So you have like
Six.
4.
Yeah, 6 and yeah, both 6s or 6 and 8 or something like that.
Okay.
But anyway,
I'll tell you what. I will let the 4 main characters, because every one of you guys kind of made a mistake or didn't know about it or I wasn't clear. Every one of you guys go take a permanent 5 hit points for your max HP.
Oh, okay, cool.
All 4 of you. Mainly because I really thought most of your maxes were closer to Zunkarats than they are to like fucking 45, and I definitely have things set up to, be able to do like averages of 12 or be able to do like 12 or 13 damage if they get a good hit. So I'm not trying to get anybody fucking one shotted by anybody.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, but I mean, I'm not that really. I'll just have to be careful and pray for the best. I've got a couple of tricks. I got the shield spell, and I've got that shield you gave me. So
Yeah. You guys obviously have some ways around it, but it's good to know. I'll obviously adjust damage if I realize that people are going down. But you guys have been pretty good about not going down, so I think we're
Mhm.
still fine.
Cool.
All right, are you guys done with that dead end, which did afford you some good information?
Yeah, we are.
yes, at least I am. X, did you want to check it out? You're probably a lot better at this wilderness stuff than I am. The city boy that I am.
All
No,
right.
I want to get out of here.
All right, so the path
Okay.
down south, he tells you to take the immediate path left. Yeah, I thought that might catch your eye there, X.
Hour left, or like screen left, or character left.
Oh no, yeah. You went the right direction.
Okay.
Um, and you see what looks like a stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, what looks like a stage, or maybe not a stage, but yeah, not a stage. What it looks like is the type of stage where people go when they're selling things, like kind of like an auction.
Oh, a boardwalk.
Is there blood?
That is not blood. Go ahead and check it out.
I'm going to send Marduk up there with him.
Okay, you see tire tracks.
This is where the wheel was invented.
So
Well,
you see,
they really jumped out of the gate there, did they?
so what you see are tire tracks that lead up to a small ramp on the stage. They're heavy enough to be made by a wheelbarrow that would probably be carrying some sort of metal. If you had to guess, you would say that this stage looks like it is set up to sell weapons.
Are there any weapons around there?
There are no weapons around right now. Also, this is the middle of a dark, hidden forest. Um, you don't see anything like concession stands. You don't see any of the other amenities you would normally see in an auction. In fact, you just see the type of thing that could be easily hit quickly if prying eyes came around.
X, those walls look dangerous.
Are our... Is my hilt reacting or anything?
I'm sorry. Oh, is your hilt reacting?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull that back up because I don't remember what I had that do.
Oh, I mean, it was just...
Oh, your hilt. Right. Got you. Oh, no. All of your hilts are still kind of hilty.
Alright, I'm gonna get down from here.
If you want, let me see, Hermeji or Dar, you may do an Arcana. No, I'm sorry. You may do a religion check if
Uh-huh.
you guys want.
Gotcha.
it's not as if this place has been desecrated, but you definitely feel that ungodly, or at least non-good godly things have been there. Um, it is the same feeling that you guys experienced before with the cursed weapons, but residual.
This feels like a very unholy spot, you guys. The only other time I've seen or felt anything like it is those weapons that were cursed that we found. And those people. So let's get the fuck out of here. Maybe those weapons came from here.
Hmm.
I'm all for leaving. Much as I love forests, not really this one.
Which way do we want to go?
Are there any burn marks on that stage? Or like, were there any burn marks on that stage?
Burn marks. Let me make sure I can help you out here because that's a good question, but I'm not really sure what you're looking for. It's not like anybody like lit a fire or
Uh huh.
was immolated there, but I still want to help you out for what you're trying to find out.
Oh yeah, well, it looked like a stage that they would burn witches or maybe kill vampires on.
Okay. Yes, you don't notice anything there that suggests a sacrifice for sure. So whatever like kind of unholiness you feel there,
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing direct. Like I said, it's not a straight up desecration.
Yeah.
It's not the type of thing where somebody goes and tries to force a god out or force their power out. This is more or less a residual desecration. It just kind of comes because of an overall evil act, like constant cursing of weapons, or just overall, evil nature.
Okay.
So what you're feeling there is a residual of that. It does look like weapons were sold here. These could either just be like normal evil weapons that are cursed. They
Mm-hmm.
could just be weapons being sold to absolutely evil people from evil people.
Yeah.
That's impossible to tell. But no, nothing like sacrifices. Nothing like some old sorceress whose man cheated on her, and
Yeah.
now she's going to kick everybody in the balls on the 13th day of each month.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm good for to move on and so where to next, X?
Not me, they're not.
Darnell.
All right, so Darnell tells you that if you go down here and then through here, that will lead you to the exit of the area. All right, everybody, just roll me a straight up d20 and d20 plus two. Run.
We are
Start
running.
running.
All right, so you hear the howl again, and you start to hear the pitter patter of evil, mean, quadrupedal feet.
You know what? Let's um, let's just get into a better clearing, a little bit better advantage for fighting, and take these motherfuckers out.
All right, so that means you guys will
Wait,
go through.
that was a suggestion to the group, by the way.
Well, I'm with you. I don't like the idea of being hit and then not being able to strike back. So like, I want to see if I can. I hope you have a good idea though. If you do, I'm with you.
I hate tight
Oh,
spaces.
you mean like a plan? Well, if we can bottleneck them in that entrance, in that exit
Hmm.
pipe, and put somebody to tank in the front,
Well,
and
the
we can get
last
them
time they
pretty.
attacked us through the hedges, so we'll probably be the ones that are bottlenecked. Is what I meant.
Well, then let's get out of here and find an open spot.
Alright, I'm with you, I'm with you.
Everybody go ahead and bring themselves right where Hermeji is.
Oh man. That's a pretty neat thing you're doing, Himeji, by the way.
I'm trying to get these fucking guys. I can't. Everybody's on top of me.
Oh, I thought you were doing that on purpose.
No. I'm just trying to get it so that I can see. It was just on top of the crocodile. Or something. Some sort of green thing.
It's a green dolphin.
Oh.
That's gonna be your light source. If roll 20 lets me write on. All right, that's your torch.
The green dolphin?
Yep.
Okay.
You sure pick up a lot of friends along the way.
Yes, well.
It's totally
I have
just
lot
a
of
regular
animal
torch.
languages.
But I thought the dolphin might make you feel better. You do not, in fact, have a carryable dolphin.
Makes me feel like a basic bitch.
Well, fortunately, you're the only one who thinks this looks like a dolphin. Everybody else will just believe you were carrying a torch.
Oh, I must have gotten into the mushrooms.
Did you take a bite of that apple?
The poison was some sort of fucking crazy hallucinogen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
this was
guys
a
said that you want to try to set up so that you have advantage on these wolves, right?
Just some sort of defensive positioning.
Cool. How do you go about doing that? Go ahead and discuss that now, and I'll allow it.
Uh, I don't know. So can you?
That's not the first time we've considered that option.
Can you raise like an earth mound a little bit so we have some high ground?
I'll allow that.
Create cover.
Kind of try to make it in a circle. I think we'll probably have to go like back to back so we don't get encircled by them. You know, like wolf tactics. Yeah, a mound. That's it. That's all we really need. Something, but like big enough for us all to fit on and enough room to like move around and fight and stuff.
Yeah, these wolves are not in any hurry. You hear the pitter patter, but they slowed down after you guys ran, so you have enough time to make whatever type of mount you want.
Okay. Are there trees around us?
Are you fucking kidding?
Well, like I don't know if this is grass or trees or what the fuck.
No. This is super dense tree. This
Okay.
is tree. The real
All right.
question is there elbow space around you?
Do we have enough time to like create like sort of a spike? You know what I mean, like wall
I want
almost.
to know if you could create a non-magical spike growth, right?
Yeah, I guess around the mound. You know what I mean?
Sure. Did any of you guys pay attention during traps class during your training?
Not a palisade, quite. Just more like spikes sticking out. Yes.
Okay, let's see here. What would I roll to see whether or not you guys can make basic traps? First off, do any of your backgrounds absolutely give you, or skills absolutely give you the abilities to make traps? I know I would kind of think X might be able to do it. I'm not really sure about the rest of you guys. If you guys have anything, let me know.
No, I
I
probably
think
wouldn't.
I might be able to divine inspiration something.
You conjure up. Oh, duh, Mike. You actually probably could possibly have some answers to this based upon your conjuring powers.
Wait a minute. Can you say that again?
That again.
Can you repeat what you said before that?
Yeah. What I was saying was the way I understand conjuring to work is if you've seen an item, you can recreate that item of a certain size, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the question would be in your soldiering career, have you seen traps or things that make traps?
Well, if I was in trap making class, I probably would have. I
Yeah,
have
we
seen a
definitely.
spear before. I've seen the spear. He's right.
Right. So you've seen spears. You've seen tar and feather traps, thanks to your
That's
fellow
true.
cleric. You've seen pit traps for sure. I want to say that you saw spike traps.
I probably did, but I just, with the memory loss.
No, you did when we came into the sitting maze. There was like spikes, right?
I honestly 100% believe there was.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I definitely intended for you to see something like a spike trap
Hmm.
with the mindset that you might want to see if you could go about recreating one day.
Okay. Uh, X is right. Pit traps with spikes would just be fine. So I'm just going to conjure a shitload of spikes. Uh, See if Zunk can make some pits, and we'll
Well,
try
don't
to.
forget you have fucking trained soldiers. All you really need are shovels.
I think Zonk would be like faster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get them all to do it, but I
Yeah.
mean, Zunk can magic it out. Um, and can we have time to uh, check out some spells? Like, uh, pick different ones.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I'm okay.
All right. So if you guys are all helping out to dig, I will let you guys roll athletics plus 10, and that will give you an idea of how long it takes for you guys to dig these holes.
Can I? Do I do spells or can I do both?
It's up to you. If you don't feel like digging, then whoever feels like helping out to dig can do athletics plus 10.
Yeah, that would make himself
Okay.
self useful. Well, as much as he can.
You're soldiers too, by the way.
Oh yeah. Okay. Uh, what is it? Athletic.
Yeah.
That's alien.
By the way, in case you guys don't forget, every one of you guys, despite not having strength, should still have um, not expertise, but should have athletics slotted.
Why?
Because I'm a soldier.
Oh,
Right. So every one of you guys should have perception and athletics slotted because of soldier. That's why I let you guys take one background into your choice, but you also had to take soldier. So all you guys should have athletics and intimidation.
Yeah.
That's why you also have ranks of, I believe I said lieutenant commander at the moment.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, lieutenant.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
lieutenant
yeah,
commanders.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a lieutenant. Yeah, good.
yeah, yeah. I got it already. I just forgot. Um, so yeah, let's try to do that. Let's just try to get like some sort of high ground where we can get some pits, and I'll just start um, summoning spikes, and we'll get the guys to cut down trees and kind of sharpen sticks and stuff for the whole effect. We'll
All
try to
right.
go like
Hold on
hedgehog
one second.
formation.
Will you guys be moving around much for this fight?
Uh, I don't think so. I think in this situation at least, they're going to come to us. But
Yeah.
if we can keep them away with the spikes and have distance attacks, we should do pretty good.
All right. I'll try to do a couple defensive things. I guess it depends on how they come at us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll figure out how it's going to work. Something will happen. But
Hold on one second. Damn, I don't have one of those.
What's the matter with you? Hey now. Come and get your love. Hey, that's pretty cool. Lieutenant Zunkarat.
I couldn't find the one I wanted, but here we go. So obviously this is so what's happening right now is while you guys are building your traps, the old 18 montage music plays while you're gearing up with your weapons and getting your traps ready.
Mm-hmm.
okay, I also want to put um, some sort of something I can attach web to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can make spears, so I would absolutely allow you to make two posts where you can make a nice sticky web to.
Okay.
That's certainly something that you should have learned from the last time you tried to use a web spell. You're a
Yes.
smart guy, so I will
Absolutely.
allow you to have learned that.
It's a volleyball net.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's not shot yet. Couple.
So you put
I
up
have
your
a
two,
couple of tricks.
yeah, you put up your two posts. You kind of spread the web spell across it. Um,
Oh no,
Zuckerats.
I don't do it yet. I just have it there ready for when they come.
Okay, cool. Zuckerats boys still pull out a volleyball net and for whatever reason, they take off their shirts and rub oil on themselves, and they start playing volleyball against. And they start playing volleyball against Dar's. What do you
Bars.
call them? Dar's bards. Dar, do your bards keep their shirts on?
Yeah, they're wearing armor, so yeah, they probably would.
Okay, so Hanging with the Boys starts playing, and they play a great game of volleyball. I don't remember who wins, but everybody hugs each other at the end.
Yeah.
And you complete your preparations with your traps.
Is that a short rest? Probably not,
Yes,
because we.
yes, yes. It actually, well, let me see.
I was doing a lot of resting.
I mean, you were doing some rigorous activities. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. You can have a short rest.
Alright. Does do I get back spell slots for a short rest?
You're not a sorcerer or a warlock, are you?
No, I don't. So yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference to me.
If anybody wanted to spend hit dice, though, this would be a time where you'd be allowed to do just that. And I don't know if your bards know Song of Rest, but they would also be able to do that. Oh, and don't forget, Darren. I don't know if I talked about it a long time ago, but remember I did change my mind, and your bardics get their full ability to use bardic
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. They'll
I'm
do
only
Song of
saying that
Rest.
because I have to remember I don't think you've ever used bardic inspiration, but
I haven't.
if I recall, I know Hermeji has some inspiration dice. Want to say X does. I'm guessing all four of you at this point have inspiration dice, so don't forget. Whenever you want to use those, you can always bust those out and give yourself advantage on whatever roll might pop up whenever you decide to do it. So don't forget, all four of you guys have inspiration dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's about 4:30 in the afternoon now, almost 5 o'clock. Um, there's still enough sunlight, but as you recall, somebody mentioned that this is the month where it's a full moon every night. So even when it gets dark, you'll still have a nice fat full moon to keep you illuminated. So that should be something to feel good about. Um, with that said, these wolves have just kind of been walking back and forth, pacing back and forth on the very edge. Way in the back, you see a large white wolf with fierce, intelligent looking eyes, kind of growling and snarling at you. But he kind of walks back, and walks back, and snaps at three little wolves, and those three wolves charge at charge at you guys.
Hmm.
So the first two wolves come back and run towards you, and they both immediately fall into one of your spike pits. You hear them both go "ow" as they kind of fall into the spike pit. They don't die, but they are absolutely out of it. They're trying to climb out. You hear them kind of screaming in pain. It looks like one of them had one of the spikes go all the way through his paw. They'll probably have a really difficult time coming out. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
they'll be able to get out on their own, if they're just going to starve to death down there. If those poor, cute little wolves will just starve to death in the spike pit or not. But they
Very
are
ends
able
up.
to attack you.
True.
The third wolf saw the other ones fall into the spike pit, and he just kind of stops, turns back towards the other wolves, You guys see the large wolves? They look like the wolves that bit you before. They all kind of look at the largest white wolf, who's obviously the alpha. They look at each other. You can swear they nod, and they walk away, leaving the other kind of tiny wolves just kind of sitting on the border. It looks like, I guess you can't really do an intuition check on this. They don't seem to be in any real hurry to try to attack you. It looks like they're kind of content just to sit on that border.
They're waiting us out.
It's night. Is it night now?
No, no, it's not even really dusk yet. It's not sundown. It's just, getting later in the day.
My vote is to let the big guys go, let the little guys stay, and we'll just kill them and take off.
Mm,
I honestly think they're waiting out the night, so we don't get any rest.
Oh, that may be true, but I think we can just kill these guys and go, right? You think?
Yeah, these are the wolves you have in front of you are average wolves. They're not dire wolves. They're not, you know, anything special. They're just straight up humdrum, boring timber wolves.
you think that's true, X? You think you want to? You think they are waiting to interrupt our long rest?
Can I make an inside check?
Um, you could. I don't know what your insight would be on the wolves, but yeah, go ahead. Give me an insight and animal handling. Junkarat, I will let you shoot a firebolt in the general direction of the wolves. They kind of scatter. You do nail one, the one that was kind of scared before. You nail him. He lights on fire pretty bad, and he does kind of fall over dead. All right, so X. These wolves are circling, but they're not circling in an attack formation. They are absolutely circling on what is either uh, wait for that thing to get killed by something bigger situation, a we're going to jump on them as soon as they go to sleep situation, or a we're not crossing that line because fuck that place over there in particular situation.
Can I use my primeval awareness to like kind of communicate for them to leave?
You could.
I'll make a persuasion check.
They just spray you.
Spray.
Honestly, I'll be nice because I'm a kind person. Um, it wouldn't have even mattered if you got a 20. That large white wolf and the contingent of large wolves with them, they are far more afraid of them, and they are absolutely prone to doing what they say. So they weren't going to listen to you anyway. What you are able to glean is this is important because after Zunkarat killed one of them, none of them moved into attack, and they didn't necessarily run even. That means that their orders are obviously to stay on this border, not move unless you guys try to cross this border back into the Lost Forest.
They're footmen.
Fuck yeah! Firebolt the shit out of them.
I would just leave. Let's not. They're still animals, so
Well, are they blocking our path forward, or
no, they're not. They're behind us.
They are not blocking your path forward. Like X said, they are blocking your path.
oh
I mean-
well? In that case, we can just continue where we were headed, right?
Yeah,
I thought they were in front of us. Yeah.
Oh,
No, no, you
shut
guys
up.
moved. Yeah, you guys ran when I told you to. So you were able to get to a place where you were able to kind of set up these traps, and those traps are still there. So they don't know where the pit traps are. They don't know where the web spell is. They don't have any real way to ascertain where those things are, so they can't really sneak past them. So yeah, that does give you the opportunity to move forward.
Yeah, let's get going. Come get you.
Actually, with him with X taking a break, why don't we all take a quick 5 minute break,
Yeah,
and we'll be right back.
yeah, sounds good.
Everybody can see this part of a grove, right?
Yeah. I can't believe I'm still hungry. I ate twice. What is going on with me? Come get you. Is it down?
Are we taking a fiver?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we care about you, so we take a 5 when you take a 5, and Zong just kind of, we let him come and go as we want. He's like a lone bull. That's a statue, right? And birds. I have a couple spells that I don't know how to use. It's like I think maybe I might have been able to do something back there, but probably not. It's weird. Some of the cleric spells are really just unusual.
All right, are we all here?
I am.
Yeah.
Mike, is Uncle right here?
Sporadic Traveler. Yeah.
All right, I still didn't hear from Mike yet.
Nah.
All right, cool. So you guys find yourself in a beautiful meadow. Whatever is happening to the rest of the vegetation is not quite happening here. However, you can't help but notice that you see what looks like the grass is growing and shrinking and growing and shrinking. The best way you could explain this is something's trying to kill the grass, but it simply refuses to die. It keeps getting back up.
That is a good one.
You guys might notice this statue. Girl. You guys may notice this statue.
Which sister is it?
So, you kind of look at it, and you definitely see a female figure. Um, there's no words or anything on it, but you can see that it has like leaves on it, a wreath of leaves and plants. Kind of leads you that it was probably an effigy or a statue built in honor of Verde Sita. You can see there's still a perfectly crystal clear fountain here with fresh water in it. So, considering the Lost Forest, which has like a magical maze in it, this may have once been the domain of Verde Sita, but she's not there now.
Does anyone have a detect magic or something like that?
Don't you guys have detect magic as like a divine intervention or something?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I said, don't you guys have like a detect magic as a divine intervention, or don't you as a conjure have detect magic? I don't remember.
No.
Not automatically. Well, I mean, we don't have it prepared, so it's like we would have to like long rest and.
I don't even think I have detect magic.
I mean, regardless, you guys will still be able to do arcane.
Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
hang on. Let me see what it is. Crap. Back.
Yeah, I thought it was a ritual. Is it a ritual for anybody? I thought it was a ritual. I think it's like a 10-minute ritual.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. Apparently, it is a ritual.
Yeah, I think it's like a 10-minute ritual, isn't it?
The duration of the effect is 10 minutes. But the casting time is just one action.
No, I think it's different if you do it as a ritual than if you do it as an action. Well, it doesn't matter. You have time to do it, so don't worry about that. But I do believe there's a difference between casting it and a ritual. Yeah, so it's 10 minutes for any ritual, but that does not use a spell slot, which is what's important here.
Alright.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you do the ritual, um, and even with your connection to your gods, you feel that the magic here it's definitely fey in nature. And your religion check lets you realize that even if this was the domain of Verde Sita, she's moved away from here at least a century ago.
Hmm. So would this tell me about the contest between the growing and dying grass?
Ah, you are good. Good question. Good question. You are feeling equal parts, for layman's terms, light and dark fey magic.
Fey magic. Okay, right, good. So I'll let everyone know that the ash faced creature I saw earlier, I think I saw some elvish ears on it, and I'm sensing fey magic here. So we would definitely be dealing with that type of opposition here.
That is an excellent question, Zunkarat. It does taste like the healing water from town. Something is missing. And basically, whatever is causing it so that this grove can't grow like it should be able to grow is also stopping this water from having the full on healing effects that happen from town. But it definitely feels like the same force source. I didn't even realize that all you guys were lieutenants on your base. I like that.
Oh. So we are on even footing with what shiny size was. Um, Shinapans. Alright, how far does this effect extend? Like, is it just this grove, or do we see this happening along the whole meadow?
Yeah, it's the entire grove that you're out on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see two paths. There's a path right here. Here. There's a path right here, and there's a path right here. Darnell does not remember which path is which, sadly.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, we do fill up the canteen now that we see Zamkarat is not poisoned.
Yeah, the water is still fresh enough for you guys to drink if you were just thirsty.
Yeah,
But like I said, unfortunately, it doesn't have the really cool healing effects that
yeah.
it had before.
These things are pieces of statue.
They're sure, yeah. They were literally part of the map, but for our purposes, they can be pieces of the statue.
Alright, cool. Is there any writing anywhere on this fountain and statue?
Um, there is, but it's in some. I don't know if any of you guys speak whatever phase called. What is it called? Celestial, right? I don't know if anybody here reads or writes or understands Celestial.
Hmm, no.
Anyone?
No.
Yeah, I, mean, I didn't imagine anybody did speak Celestial.
So I wonder if she is a celestial.
I'm not even really sure if that's proper. I'm just thinking of something that would be like a heavenly language. I believe that would be Celestial.
Yeah.
All right. Um, that's kind of what it's written in. It looks like a bunch of pretty symbols to you. So you see some pretty symbols. They don't make you feel bad. So, I mean, there's that much, right? Oh shit. You see some pretty symbols. They don't make any of you guys feel sick to your stomach. So that leads you to believe that it's not at least evil celestials.
Yeah, I thought they were.
No, I don't think Fae are necessarily elven. I think Fae is just the magic to describe like fairies and shit. I don't think they have to be connected to elves.
Right.
I'm just using Fae to represent nature magic that just comes from being one with nature.
Alright, that's good to know. Alright, guys. Where should we head next? We have two options, it seems. Yeah, elves are type of fee. That's true.
Yeah. So,
I think we
um,
only get
yeah, I mean, north there are two paths. Um, on the path to the right and a path to the left.
Where
You
is she
guys
pointing?
can do any investigations, arcanas, natures, or whatever it is you think may help you to decide which path is the correct one to take.
Where is she pointing?
Okay. She, her arm is definitely in that direction, um, but she doesn't have a hand on it anymore. So, yes, we're literally making up a puzzle right here on the fly. So, you see broken parts of the statue right here. Um, let's see. Can you guys put it back together? It looks like they are part of a hand.
Is there a tinkering check?
Does anybody here have stone cutting, or does anybody here have like any type of artistry or guild artisanship?
Mm-mm.
Does anybody have the mend cantrip?
Med?
Mending?
Mending.
Oh, men.
Prestidigitation?
Um, who has that? It sounds familiar.
Let me see. For which usually have Druidcraft, which I believe would also work in this situation. There's definitely a chance that somebody has mending.
Clerics do have it, but it's not ritual.
Well, it will be a cantrip if anybody had it, so it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is like it has to be like a prepared cantrip.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Yes,
it's
I do not have it.
So it looks like you guys are just gonna have to do some type of intelligence thing to see. I'll allow you intelligence or wisdom. Um, if you guys total do over 30 with all four of you, I will allow you to puzzle together the hand. So all four of you total, wisdom or intelligence or whatever one of those things would be best for you, you may use now. You may even use a saving throw if that is helpful to you.
oh shit, it's the one.
Luckily, it looks like Mike and X took care of it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Luck. Let's see what you can add to this.
It's not my forte either.
Alright, so you guys get most of a hand together. Zuck comes and takes the middle finger, and he keeps trying to slide it straight down so that it's sticking up. But basically, what you see is what looks like the palms up and kind of hand formation that's like stop.
You are in rare form tonight, my friend. That's unusual for you.
Why would you want to stop us?
Well, she's not stopping you. She is stopping whatever force is coming from that whatever force is coming from that path. Another important thing is you definitely feel some high level magic as you put this hand together, and it says stop. It does feel like it may not have always been in that position. It kind of formed this stop, even though she hasn't been here for 100 years. This hand has not always been in this stop shape.
So,
Basically, meaning that whatever force may have come from this area, that's when the hand kind of formed in the stop shape.
so the statue reacted to this dark presence. Alright, so there's dark forces coming from this way.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this to work. But it's not.
This is supposed to be guiding bolt?
No, I'm hitting. I'm trying to get guidance to work, but I'm fucking up a little bit. So
Oh, you mean like how I do it?
yeah, I thought I
Um,
had it, but I guess not. There, I think I have it now. Yeah, there.
yeah, you're good.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Nah. Doris did just say to you guys that it seems like the hand is reacting to some type of dark presence right there.
Yeah.
Right where? Okay. Should we check it out, or do we want to avoid it?
You usually you gotta avoid the dark presence.
That's true.
Well, it depends on how we view our mission here. Do we think that this dark influence is critical to getting the
Yes,
land
that's
back
hard to
in
see.
order? Because
So,
I think it might be something that we would be required to deal with to do that.
so just to remind you, um, you guys brought Dornell here so that you could find the smiling tree.
The smiling tree. Okay, the
Yeah,
smiling tree does.
Dornell indicated that the tree was scary at first, but it was. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Well, guys, when I saw that tree, it was really scary at first, but then, it wasn't mean or nothing. As soon as it realized I wasn't being disrespectful, it stopped being mean.
Was it this way?
I don't remember, sir, but I know when I look at that part on the left, it makes me feel real sick, real scared. It's a little warmer on the right hand side. Feels right, like a hug from your mom. Well, like what I guess a hug from your mom was like.
All right, Darnell, settle down.
I'm sorry, sir. I never knew my mama.
Yeah, we can tell. I think Zunk charged off into the darkness, the evilness.
No, but go ahead and make a serious decision on whether you guys want to go right or left.
I mean, I think we're going left by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'll
Made
follow.
the decision.
So
Yep. Charge away, buddy.
until your
Got a,
card is
got a
gone.
goddamn farm with me. No, if there were dolphins on farms.
Oh,
That farm only had a dolphin in one room.
this is interesting.
So when you come in, you see a sickly, spiky, ugly, dead-looking tree, but it's not dead. In fact, it has fruit on it. Several white apples, just like the white apple you guys found before. Because they don't actually make white apple pictures, I just took what looked like pretty pale fruit and
You could have used like a black and white picture of an apple. But yeah, we get it.
your
We're
imagination.
with you.
It's a scary fruit, okay?
Yeah. X, what do you make of this?
We dare to step on one foot. Or kick it.
You kick what, the tree?
Cow kick one of those fruits.
They're on the tree, right?
Oh, I don't know. I thought
Yeah, we're on the
they
tree.
were on the ground. Oh,
Woo!
I was just hallucinating there for a second.
Oh.
Well, it looks like this is the tree that has the gross fruit on it.
What was it you were telling us earlier, Himeji? That the white apples make people sick, and your
Yeah,
red
it's like a
ones.
poison or something. Maybe we should take a couple. I'm gonna put one in a jar.
So you go to pick up one of the apples.
With my special tongs.
Oh, with your special tongs, that makes everything much better.
My evidence tongs. Yeah, just exactly. They're just salad tongs.
All right, hold on.
Provided I have the time, I'm probably gonna try detect magic again.
As you reach for an apple, one needle whizzes past your hand.
I pull back. Okay, boys. Don't get too close. It looks like they shoot needles. Is this what you were talking about, Delroy?
3 more needles
Jesus.
shoot towards you.
One of them hits me for 10.
Ouch.
Are you standing near me? Yeah, I think I'd get those.
What is it? 10 feet.
Yeah.
All right, if it's 10 feet, I believe you have to. Do you have to willingly do that one? Because I don't believe I gave you a curse one, did I?
Yes, cause. No, wait.
Okay.
I
Oh,
can't
no.
remember.
I don't think I gave you a curse version of it. I believe you have to willingly do it.
Yeah.
Which I assume
Yeah,
you
which makes more
willingly
sense actually. Otherwise, I would just be like attracting attacks all day. Yeah, but this time around, I'll definitely like do that. I got this
Okay.
shield about the time when you were giving us like +1 weapons and that sort of thing.
All right. Cool. Any rate, those weapons aren't magical. They just gave you +1s. That's definitely important for right now. So one of those needles is about to hit Hermeji.
Mhm.
You manage to get your shield up. You speak a word on it, and those needles fly towards your shield and bounce harmlessly off. because with your shield you're at 19 or you're at 20, right? With your shield you're at 21, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So they bounce harmlessly
Nice.
off.
yeah. With the word. The
Wait,
bird is the word, man. I haven't had to use the shield because I don't usually deal with archers. That's usually up to X. But like
just
now
couldn't
we're
move back.
fending off trees and plants, so it's kind of come into play.
Hey, I gave you
Uh,
guys this stuff so you can use it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if I would go very near that Zunk. Very close to that, if you want to be technical about it.
All right. So right now, um, yeah, regarding feeling magic and everything else, you could detect magic, but bottom line is this: this is fucked up evil level right now. The same unholiness and desecration, slight that you felt before,
Uh huh.
you feel full on here.
It's centered on the tree.
Yes.
What type is it? Is it Fey?
Um, it's definitely partially fey, but you definitely also feel something akin to undeath on it. If you look at the edge of the branches,
Mm-hmm.
instead of being they're sharp, but instead of being like regular branches, it's almost like they were stakes, and that's kind of what the fruit sits off of. If you look at the dirt beneath the tree, you'll notice that it is dry. There's no grass. I know there's grass, but there's no grass. All right, fuck y'all. There's no grass. It's basically sand, like kitty litter.
So, is it like the tree has killed everything around it?
You believe so?
Okay. Should we take a vote? I vote we burn this fucking thing to the ground, roots and all. Oh, okay. Two for fire.
There's something I can try. Um, I don't know if this will work.
Does dispel magic dispel something forever?
Pull it up. Um, yeah, what were you looking to try there?
Let's see what his thing does first, and then then I'll try my thing. Cause I have a dispel spell as well. I was supposed to have that other
Oh,
thing too. What did I do with it? Oh, okay, there is that. And are you trying something, Hameji, or should I take a swing at this?
well, I think swinging at it might be a bad idea. We might just want to kind of move back
All right, well, just let me see what happens here.
and shoot at it from a distance. Maybe get Zunk a decent distance away. This is going to answer the age-old question: how much wisdom does a tree have?
Yeah, I'd go up and thing. I don't know why it says like thing. I don't know. I've never used this before.
I spell.
Hold on, my book doesn't say exactly what type of being this is. I mean, the sheet I made up doesn't say what the being is.
Well, if it's Fey and undead, it'll be covered under this.
I don't know that it is. Alright, these are still considered plants. Right. These. Alright, so just so we understand what we're doing and what we're trying to do, something like this would have been grown from a seed. Um, yeah, that seed would have been connected to the original Gothias tree, which would have been made from, the original tree that supposedly killed the vampire Gothias. Uh, but the seeds themselves are just seeds. Their growth actually creates, their growth itself actually does kill like plant life and everything around it, but it doesn't look like it's necessarily celestial or whatever on its own.
Hmm.
But
This
it's a
tree.
plant.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This tree killed a vampire. Did I just hear that properly?
No, no. A stake killed a vampire. When the stake goes into the ground, okay, fine. A whole lesson of a Gophire's tree. Shit. All right. So when the vampire was killed, the vampire Gophire's was killed, and the stake was driven into his heart. Somehow or another, the blood soaked onto that stake, and when it soaked onto that stake, it grew back up into the evil Gothias tree. Since then, it's been possible with the fruit of the Gothias tree to take the seeds and grow those things in other places.
This being that tree.
This tree looks like it's, yes, this tree is a Gothias tree. It's not the Gothias tree that killed the Gothias. This is simply a sproutling that somebody grew.
Uh, does it do any good?
Not a damn bit.
Okay. Uh, Darren, or I'm sorry, Dar. I'm gonna throw spider grenades at it. Spider fire grenades at it
Yeah. Let's see.
first.
I'm gonna have to change that spell. That's the thing about the cleric spells, like I was mentioning. Like a lot of them, they're a little weird. You wouldn't really get to use any of them.
As you get ready to throw your fire splash, what looked like a bush before jumps up and kind of dives on top of it.
Okay. Holy fuck! Do you see that, guys? There's a goddamn bush. Work sakes.
And it dives on top of the grenade wherever you throw it so that it wasn't able to, you know.
It's got fucking. It's got hired. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. The thing does kind of scream and die, but as it does so, you guys notice
no, the bushes everywhere. I had a dream like this once. Look at that fucking dolphin.
Excellent spell, by the way.
Nice.
Oh yeah, roll initiative.
Oh,
Did I
Jesus.
crash?
No, I don't think so. Tracker's not up.
Because my roll 20 refuses to let me write in here. Yeah, it looks like I'm not. Damn. My roll 20 stopped completely, so I'm going on another browser now. Alright.
I have a new token again for Alien. Can't get it to come out. I don't know if you have to do something or not.
I think he might.
Yeah, I don't even see it. All I see is a little blue head face.
For Alien?
Yeah, I
I'm
don't see the
jealous.
picture at all. Actually, I don't even know if that's alien though. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, there it is. Hold on. I know what I need to do. It should work. Right, I said that as a new picture for the token. And that means the top of the order is X.
Thank you.
Well, all right, X, you are at the top. What would you like to do? I should mention this. X, you're up if you're ready. Oh, that aura you see is him, and it's protruding 15 feet from him. The song says D&D on music track, so it should be copyright free.
Let's go. I turned it down just in case. Can we have a circle for entangle?
Yeah, you see it. That aura that's around the big green dude is the circle for entangle.
Hmm?
I don't see entangle. I don't see aura.
You don't see it?
No.
No.
Oh, come on. How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you just couldn't see the other color was too light.
Okay. Cool. So is this guy still alive?
The guy who jumped on the bomb. No, he's dead.
Okay. And it's X's turn.
Yep. Unless we lost X. Did we lose X? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was your best stuff ever.
Okay. And I forgot what that power does.
I thought you meant you were just like saying awesome stuff about what you were going to do. True.
All right. So this thing actually doesn't have any wisdom. It's a tree. So let's see what it does. All right, it rolled a 5. You
No,
rolled an
it's
8.
still for the tree.
You win. All right. So what? You're trying to shoot at the tree? All right. Go ahead and take them. All right. So all 3 of your shots hit. Um, you do get the sneak attack damage, of course. Um, however, as the arrows pierce it, it only seems to be doing about half as well as you'd like. Obviously, you hit it, but it's a tree and you're shooting arrows into it. It's not, well, it's not reacting. That's also because it's a tree. So that equals 20 points of damage towards the tree. All right. All right, both of those hit. Same deal. They get about 6 damage total. Now, I need a strength saving throw from any of your people that are in here, or they will be restrained. And this is easy enough for you guys just to cut people out of, but it takes some action to do that. So you either have to strength out of it or cut out of it. But I do need definitely one from you, and I believe I need one from your rogue and your ranger.
What? I don't understand. Within where?
Um, this aura. But you guys said you can see it. You can't see that?
Oh, we saw the one around the tree.
Yeah, that's not around the tree. That's around that big green bush you see. That's a
Oh,
person. That's a thing.
no.
That's a creature.
Wait, you have to be a little more specific.
That's a creature?
I'm moving it right now. Can you guys see it?
Oh
Okay,
no,
we
I couldn't
figured
even
out.
see that.
It's like the fucking. It's like everything else.
Oh, you said
Okay.
you can't see the aura around it though?
No.
You couldn't even see the fucking thing to begin with. Okay, sorry. Yes. No, I don't see an aura. No.
Fuck.
Fucking,
Me.
I think I was hiding behind that in the last map.
That was the main reason why I attacked the tree. Because I thought
That's
the aura
alright.
was coming from it.
Yeah, I don't see why you can't
Yeah.
see this aura. That sucks.
Because you can't measure it 15 feet from the fucking tree.
No. But see, this aura is 15 feet away from this thing. Trying to figure out why you guys can't see it.
You want me to just draw it for you?
Can you see it now?
You can see the tree, but no, not the aura. I get it.
There's 15 if you want.
That's a beauty 15.
So there's no darkness on it. Can you see it now? Can you see an aura now?
Nope.
Alright, so. Fuck.
Yep. Burning daylight. I see a teeny tiny purple ring. There it is. Jesus, that's aggressive.
Alright, there you go. So everybody within that needs to do a strength check.
You're all good.
Jesus.
Alright, all good. And that brings us to the Vine Blight's turn.
So did some go?
Yeah, the Vine Blight rolled a 16 and the Needle Blight rolled an 11. So I assume you can't see their thing either. Actually, Zuck will go before the Needle Blight because he has a higher dex.
Okay.
Wait, where is this thing?
All right, so it just moves up a little bit. It's not very fast because it's a plant, so that one's not going to be able to do anything this turn. And now the needle blights will move in. All right, cool. So the first needle blight is going to try to shoot at what do you call X's rogue. All right, so the first needle blight shoots two needles at X's rogue, 16 to 17. Both of those hit. All right, the second one is going to two at her magic.
Armor class 18.
All right, so both of those miss. The third one is going to shoot two at Zunkarat. And the last four are going to, I mean, the last two are going to shoot theirs at Dar. All right, so the first three clang off of Dar's armor, off his new fancy shield. However, the last one is able to slip through and do a little bit of damage to you there, Dar. That brings us to Zunkarat's turn. Oh wait, those weren't for you, Dar. Those weren't for you, Zunkarat. Those were for Dar. I believe that you just caught an 11 and a whatever. Yeah, that was at the 25 was at Dar, and the 20 was at Dar. So it's the 19 and the 11. Dar sucked all those up. You had it looks like you had a 14 and a 17 come at. Nope. Yeah, look, you had a 14 and a 17 come. 14 and 20. So if you still want to use it, you can. I know the 14 misses, and I think the 20 was only worth like 8 damage. So it's up to you whether you want to use shield. Do you? All right. So you're still using shield as your reaction. It's still your turn. You're not using shield. You're sucking up the needle. All right. It's your turn. All right. That makes sense. Looks like that catches everybody, including everybody. Doesn't catch the needle bites in the back. but it does catch a tree and it catches most of the needle blights. So they need to do some dex rolls. That's a fail. And now needle blights. All right, looks like one, two, three of them pass. All right, so so each of them take about 12 damage. The other one takes 23. The rest of them did. So you go ahead and you light your huge wall of fire. It goes up into the air, and most of these needle blights, these things are actually vulnerable to fire because they are in fact plants. So instead of your 23 damage, they actually do 46 damage. And the other ones who did make your pass do 23 damage. It doesn't really matter though, because that was good enough to kill each and every one of those lights. So, in one spell, except for this little blight right here, is all that's left. And this one,
I still can't really see them.
this one. Everybody else is dead. He's dead too.
The guy behind the line?
Yeah, he's within 10 feet. He's dead.
Okay. And these guys are dead too?
Yep.
Okay. So the only guy alive is this guy in the middle.
No. This guy's alive. This guy's alive.
Not seeing. Let's see.
And this guy's alive. So there's three guys alive right now.
Oh, okay. I see.
And it's still
Alright.
Zunker Soldier's turn.
Yeah, I don't have a spell that powerful in fifth level.
Honestly, his is only that powerful just because it was fire. Like any
Yeah,
fire
yeah,
spell
that's
would
true.
have that effect on them. They're vulnerable to it, or as X noted, super effective. I mean, you're literally shooting fire at dry twigs.
That's true.
Okay, so they're both going to try to run at the twig blight. I mean, off the vine blight. Okay, I need strength rolls from them before they try to run through this difficult terrain. All right, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll for attacks. So this fight messed with the bull, and it got the horns. Your guys go and rush right through it, just like a minotaur crashing through a hedge maze. And basically, your boys both hit it. They bisect it. They stand a little pose on the other side
Jesus
while the thing
Christ.
falls into half on the ground.
They're just stomping on it and fucking pissing on it. Marking their territory all over it. Alright, well, thanks for fucking walking into the forest with us. Okay. We'll be over here. You could just tell us what to do when you're done. So there's still two guys back there, right?
Yeah, two guys in a tree.
You could drop that fucking fire. That wall, maybe.
Can you do that on a react? Can you do that on a reaction or a bonus action to drop the firewall?
Just has to stop concentrating on it, I think.
All right. It's your turn.
Who's
I think
that?
it's
Yeah,
Dar's
true.
turn first.
What you say?
I think it's Dar's turn first.
Don't you have a 7 and Dora has a 6?
I have a 1 and he has a 4.
Why am I looking at a 7 right here for you?
I don't know. I like it though.
Okay. Go ahead, Dora.
Um, this guy you said.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I can do this in order. So it's I have to click this first, then this. Oh shit! Well, that also. Then I get this and that. Alright, so let's see. That's 7 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, and my other two, my two guys are going to go longbow at the other blight. So it's just 2 attacks.
All right, both of those hit. It kind of goes through him, um, but there is still decent damage to it. Let me see. Your boys end up doing 5 piercing damage to this blight.
Not
And
dead?
that one's not dead yet. So you still
Oh,
have something to do.
I'll go back here. Okay, so I'll just firebolt it, I guess. Where is it? This guy over here?
Yep.
And yeah, I'll firebolt it.
All right. So you let go of your firebolt, deciding not to go with traditional weapons and seeing what the fire had done to it previously. You unsheath this firebolt. It flies not straight, but it does manage to nail this blight dead center mass, and it goes up into a glorious fiery effigy and
Woohoo!
burns to ash. It is dead. You are faced only with a now defenseless evil tree.
Fuck that tree. Let's get it. So my bird is hanging it in the branches.
Your
Should
bird is
we?
hanging out in the branches of a tree you're about to destroy.
Well, it'll fly away once fucking anything bad happens, just like a real crow.
Are you sure that Zunkarat is going to give you time to have it fly away?
It'll just fly around, I guess.
How do you guys want to destroy this tree? What are you going to try to do?
Um, so just hold on for a sec. I want to take one of these uh, fruit. I'm going to take a fruit and I'm going to jar it.
All right, if you are trying to harvest fruit from the tree, I'm going to need a nature check.
Oh shit! Wait, it's not. I thought it was on the ground.
No, it is still connected to the tree.
Okay. Let me just back up then for a second. Think about this.
I want to try something.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, the only reason the needle blight shot needles at you before, not the tree itself.
Oh, okay. No, all right. Well, that makes more sense. I couldn't see that fucking thing. Yeah, you could try something, Dar, but actually, if you could just shoot a couple of those things down for me, that'd be great.
I just want to see what radiant damage does it.
Yeah, the radiant damage definitely is pretty effective on this tree.
Then I'll shoot some of the fruits down.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right, X,
yeah.
you give me a nature check.
Who gets a nature check?
Wow. Okay, so you are only able to get. You guys need to camp more. You are able to get 3 pieces of fruit. The other 9 just kind of
Sorry, I might have
fall and roll off
shot
nowhere.
them and not at them.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. I just want a couple of pieces just to study and maybe, I don't really know, to be honest with you. I'm a fucking
Yeah, it'd be an absolute shame if you accidentally
I'm a
grew one of
nerd.
those trees.
Yeah, but
Let's
maybe
just hope that doesn't happen because that would be terrible.
it's a thread I can use for later on. So, yeah, do we want to fuck this tree up? I think we gotta, like, don't we have to kill the roots? Isn't that how you kill a tree? Go shit on it, son.
Well, you guys do have shovel.
What's the condition of the tree after the couple of times we've hit it?
Well, X's attacks really didn't do anything add to it really at all. Just kind of nicked it, marred it. Your attack did a lot more to it. It seemed to make it shrink a little bit. I guess is the best way to describe it.
Guys, if you want to keep hacking away at it, we could do that.
Zunkin mold earth out of the way, and I'll just fucking keep summoning salt. We'll just salt the fucking ground.
Well, the ground's already fucked.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
Put some rosemary,
But
some basil,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
season it.
Susan?
All right. So Zunkarat is moving pieces of dirt out, trying to reveal the roots of the tree. How long do you spend doing this, Zunkarat? You are technically out of combat now, since the tree can't hit back. All right. So, what are you gonna do this like for a full minute? All right. So Zunkarat is digging pieces of dirt, and he finally gets deep enough to get to a bit of root.
Alright, I'm going to, there's two things I want to do. I'm going to do this. Does it work?
I think it's just exposed.
And I'm also going to do this. So the Guardian of Faith is going to do a total of 60 radiant damage to this thing, which if it's vulnerable is going to double. And everybody who attacks this with weapons gets to do an additional 1d4 radiant damage.
In your mind, they're quite large, right? 8 systems.
Well, it's double, not triple, Darren. So it's 40 damage, not 60.
No. The Guardian of Fate stays and does its thing until it does a total of 60 damage.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So that would actually be 120 damage.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, start swinging at this tree.
Yeah, but they can grow out too. I mean, I don't know why I'm arguing the fucking point. It's up to the DM. That's true. You even made it. That's crazy.
Okay, fine. You get the feeling that even with simply uprooting the tree and knocking it over, you're still going to need to kill this thing, or else it's just going to make more seedlings and grow more Gothias trees, so it must be destroyed. Tipping it over like a cow is not going to be effective.
Like a cat. Blam!
So you guys spend about a minute hacking the tree, shooting the tree with fireballs, doing all sorts of deadly radiant damage to it, until eventually you hear a fake scream. The tree kind of explodes. You guys are able to duck out the way because this time Hermeji learned about getting away from things before they explode.
Yeah.
Um, and it looks like little blades of grass start to grow where the tree once was.
Right.
Huzzah!
Darnell comes from the south and says, "Guys, I think it's safe to go to the other grove now. I can finally show you that tree with the friendly face."
Alright, mission accomplished for that section.
Good job, guys. I guess
Um,
Firebolt's not really going to hold up for very much longer.
we should check to see the effect on the grove and the meadow. Like, if the grass and so on is starting to recover.
Well, while we keep going, I can send Marduk back to check it out and
Yeah.
report back and then come back and catch up to us.
Yeah. I mean, even stuff like if if someone could do a survival on the ground here or something, I don't know. I don't know what it would be.
Do a what?
Uh, let me try. Nothing.
What was it roll for? I can try. What am I looking for?
Yeah, let's just see the state of the land, really.
It looks like the land is trying to come back. Um, you definitely still feel strong Fey magic, but you're not feeling the same turmoil to the same level that you were before. Certainly, it's not as if evil has been ridden from this area completely, but one of the primary sources for what's definitely been choking away the soil has been obliterated. It's still going to take some work or some force to get it back to where it's supposed to be, but you've certainly taken the first step.
Yeah.
You guys think we can get the villagers in on this and kind of clear out all this shit?
I don't know if the villagers are ready to be traipsing through the forest, but that will be a good idea for when we come back to it, I guess.
I mean, if this is just like the first step, I don't want to be clearing forests, these fucking trees. If you know what I mean. If everybody can team together and make short work of it, I don't want to be doing 100 of these.
I understand.
But I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
On to the next man.
If you guys would like to walk to the next grove, that is right here.
Oh, okay. It's so lovely.
When you walk in, you see a huge, huge tree. As you approach it, as you approach it, several creatures, not in attack mode, but several creatures walk out of the forest.
The thicket.
Calm. More rats. Like in the maze.
No, they're not rats. They are little fairies.
Hmm.
So several wooden creatures, not like, they look like little wooden soldiers. It has a little shield, it has a little sword, and you can see it has eyes. It stands with a certain amount of pride and distinction.
Oh, let's just at least see what's going to happen here, son. I don't think we're going to burn them there yet. But don't think we're not going to burn them because we might still.
Yeah,
Just
they
be
are
ready.
attacking you. They are taking the same positions as like a royal guard would take. Who
Can they
comes?
speak?
Who comes into my grove? Announce yourselves, fleshlings. Do not be rude.
I nudge her, Meji.
Shit, I was gonna nudge you.
Too late.
We're just. Uh, that's a good idea.
Step closer, children. It is difficult for me to see you with these old eyes.
Okay, now I
So,
push
like,
her Meji forward.
are you the tree?
A tree. I am much more than a tree, child. Do not fear my woodworld friends. The quicklings and the woodwords. They merely flit around to protect me. Protect me from what I do not know. But
Probably that fucking minotaur back there, guys like him.
yes, I do sense a certain violence in this minotaur. It is of no consequence. Step forward. I mean no harm to you, if you mean no harm to me.
Okay, so yeah, we're just part of the army, and we're trying to cleanse the forest of evil. And I
Well, that
don't
was rude.
really, yeah, yeah. It's okay because I don't remember anything else anymore.
You hear a creaking. You hear cracking. It goes, and suddenly the tree starts shaking and rising out of the ground. Don't worry, he's not actually holding anybody. But standing before you is a large tree bearded creature.
Jesus Christ! Did you have to get up?
I sense that you have I sense that you have destroyed the great evil that was infesting this grove. That is good work, but there is more to be done. Sit with me, children. I will tell you the story next week.
Okay, yeah, all right.
All right, guys, that was an excellent job. Honestly, if you would have chosen to go to this path first, you would have still met the Woodwoes. I wouldn't have given you a heads up on whether or not they were the danger. Would have been up to you guys to figure it out. Um, by going and destroying the definite evil thing first, you guys were able to have to avoid rolling the dice on this one. So next week you'll hear what he has to say, maybe get some insight on what you guys can do. You guys also collected some deadly fruit. Don't know what you're going to do with that. And of course, there's still some more things over here for you guys to explore. Some of you guys got a little bit of information on some things. We'll see what you can do with that. See if you decide to share it. See how that works out for you. Um, you guys have a lot more information right now than you think you do. You have a lot more information and options that might be immediately recognizable.
Cool.
Also, you guys pretty much instant killed the poor blights. I mean, they weren't that fucking tough in the first place, but Zucker some fire spells just destroyed everybody. I guess the fireball would have done the same thing. Kind of sucks to be vulnerable to fire when you have a freaking sorcerer on the team.
He is useful.
But hey, there's nothing wrong with owning shit sometimes. That's good.
Nah, he's good. He's really good for high density attacks.
Previously,
Edit video. But this was good. I'm glad we got rid of that one thing. Yeah, some progress.
yeah, it looks like you guys have a chance of at least getting the vegetation and feeding people back right again. Obviously, you may have some other things to deal with, but people at least aren't going to starve, so that's a good thing.
Oh, was that the problem? Was it that was the single cause?
That was definitely a problem. Um, you'll see whenever you get back to the you know the orphanage whether or not it was the only problem, but
Right.
that definitely didn't help. That definitely was choking some of the life out of the dirt. We don't know if it was 100%, but it was definitely something.
Okay. Cool.
Alright.